Military families of color are less likely to hear about support and resources. The leadership teams and organizations who serve them, our military and veteran service organizations, are unfortunately disproportionately white. Our REI Deploy Fellows serve for 1 year in local and national roles here at Blue Star Families, all while receiving invaluable leadership training curated by several of our key partners. I am super excited to have you all meet the 2021 inaugural class. Through community engagement and partnerships, these talented individuals are bringing awareness to the racial equity and inclusion issues that military and veteran families encounter. Through outreach and programming, the fellows are increasing representation in communities across the country.
Being a part of this fellowship is so important because we are here creating a strong foundation for this important work. It might seem like something small, but it's actually something very big. We here representing military families of color, spouses of color, women of color, and I think that it is creating a strong foundation and it's very meaningful.
REI work, DEI work is not easy. It's a heavy lift, and I think that sometimes that can be forgotten. Women of color always make heavy things look like they're not. That's what we do.
Because really military spouses are pretty much some of the best multitaskers you could ever hire professionally in the world, because we have to drop things at a moment's notice and make miracles happen consistently without taking on a bunch of undue stress that can literally tear your whole world apart, but we still keep pushing forward and we get the job done.
In technology, less than 5% of the employees and workforce are persons of color. So it's important for me that my daughters see me here, that they see that I am here in working in the technology field and that I belong.
I feel very confident that the work that I'm doing is supporting building a new pillar of programming for Blue Star families, especially when it comes to outdoor access, outdoor equity, and finding a sense of belonging and healing for military families in the outdoors. When I think about that, I just think about the future.
But I recently learned from a wonderful woman named Franchette Dyer. She was on one of my Facebook Lives that I do with the work that I'm doing here. And she was saying, instead of people bringing me to the table, she was like, I carry my seat with me everywhere I go. I pull myself up to the table. And I think that's what we have done with this fellowship. We've created our own spaces.
Approaching food insecurity with the idea that these families deserve dignity is super important. Putting together these landing pages, writing these blog posts and sharing stories is to make sure that everybody's getting this information, first of all, but that the people who really need it are getting it with dignity and with respect.
So if we're here to serve, we have to make sure that we show up for the families in the way that they need us, not in the way that we think that they should come and get support. And so I definitely am humbled by this work. I definitely am humbled by being surrounded by a group of people who are working so hard and so diligently to do the work that's necessary for our community, and we want to continue.
The biggest value add for me personally has been being able to work alongside and meet these ladies and just to share in their journey, in this incredible journey of the Deploy Fellowship.
I truly feel like we have been impactful as fellows. We are being heard, and our seat at the table is taken seriously.
You can be a part of the movement.